Hey guys, welcome back. Just thought I'd quickly unpack a beautiful delivery of Coastal Clownfish. This is the first fish that are going in the marine saltwater tank. It's all cycled, lots of corals in it now, but we're starting to get the fish in. So I thought I'd unpack you and show how it's shipped, how it looks and where it's come from and everything. So these clowns are from amazing Coastal Clownfish. They are up the coast. Matt and Jade are the owners, the business owners, and both incredible humans. They're fantastic at breeding clownfish, so all of these are captive bred, so these fish have never touched the ocean, so it's very sustainable, and I'm always trying to support sustainable companies where I can, especially fish-wise. Been amazingly supportive always with the marine tanks, and over the years they've provided a number of clowns for us, and when we lost our last pair, they did obviously put their hand up straight away and help us with a new pair. So these were overnight shipped from up the coast. They arrived yesterday, so we've got some pellets in the bag. Now obviously you can see the packaging in the box, it's all live fish, just to make sure it's not thrown around too much. It was delivered yesterday. The delivery man did place the box on its side, so that's great. But anyway, okay, lots of newspaper. All right, heat pack. Whoop. Heat pack. We are still, well, we're in Sydney, so it's still cold. We're getting down to sometimes 10 degrees at night now. It's not even winter, so that's lovely. Looks like we've got 2 bags in here. I'll bring the camera in and I'll show you what we've got in here. All right, bit of a close-up. So I've got 2 individual bags here, all packaged beautifully, insulated, all the newspaper and the heat packs and everything. So Matt and Jade do produce some of the best clownfish in Australia that are completely aquacultured. So I've asked if Matt and Jade could send a orange and white Ocellaris clownfish, so your standard like Nemo, and then a black and white clownfish. Okay, also an Ocellaris clownfish. So these 2 guys are probably the most commonly bred clownfish, especially in Australia. And Matt and Jade have been producing some of the best clowns in Australia, all different varieties. I'll put some videos over the top here just so you can see the type of clownfish that they can produce and the patterns and all the special breeding they're doing, selective breeding. But it's amazing what they're doing. So, and they've also got a whole bunch of other species and things like that as well. So let's start getting these guys acclimated and I'll walk you through that process. All right, so I'm going to acclimate these guys. So it's important to acclimate your fish to tank life and not just dump them in, otherwise you won't have very good survivability, so they're not going to do well in the tank. Might get so stressed they actually die, so you can do that in acclimating. So what we're going to do is unpackage these. I'm going to tip the water with the fish contents into the bucket. Both of them are going to go into here. I'm going to drip acclimate them. So what that means is there's a hose in the tank that comes down into the bucket that slowly drips and acclimates the fish to all the same parameters. So salinity is probably the main one in a saltwater tank, as well as temperature and all the other parameters, but salinity especially, because I'm not actually too sure what salinity the tanks are at Coastal Clownfish, but I know that some of the breeders run them a little bit lower. So it's important that we do this slowly, because if you do it too quick, you will also shock the fish. So these guys are only young. Not actually sure how old they are, but it's more than likely that both of these are male clownfish. If you didn't know, they're all born male clownfish, and then the dominant one actually turns into and becomes the female and becomes bigger, larger, so they get a lot bigger than the males. The males tend to stay quite small. So, alright, so here they are in here. I'll pull it in. I don't want to stress them out too much, but I'll pull the camera over so you can have a bit of a close-up. Alright, don't mind the reflection here of the water surface, but there they are. You can see the slightly changed colour, which obviously they're just a little bit stressed from shipping. They should be right when we start acclimating, so let's get that process started. Alright, so I've got the clowns here. I will get the drip acclimator started. So it's just one of these ones that you can control. Literally just got 2 hairline hoses and a little control valve there, so I can just control how much drip goes in. Let's get it started. Alright, so at this stage just got a nice slow drip going here, as you can see. So what we're aiming for is to probably double, maybe triple the water volume in the bucket, so that then they're truly well and truly acclimated, and then we'll scoop out with a net, get them straight in the tank, and hopefully they do all right. I'll pick it back up when I'm adding them. So the volume of the water has probably tripled, maybe quadrupled, so the clown's ready to go in. I'm going to turn off the light in the tank, obviously to try and minimize stress at all on the fish. So I'm going to do that first, get them scooped out with the net and get them in the tank, and I'll update you how we go. All right, I don't have a coral lens on, so the colors are probably a little bit too blue, but as you can see, the two clowns are in there happily swimming around. This is probably 2 weeks later than the last footage I took. I did mount some of the corals up on there, so you can see all those. Obviously, the colors aren't very accurate because I don't have the coral lens, but there you go. All right, thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Saw the new fish going in the tank, which is awesome. So I will sign out here. Please drop some names if you've got any possible comments for what we should name them. My year 12s have a possibility list at the moment, but if you've got anything really good you'd like to drop it in the comments. Maybe we'll get them added. So thank you very much. Bye.